Headshot.
Hello! How the fudge you doing? Hey guys, DField here, bringing you another episode of OP Prison, and today we are actually going to be doing some work at our house over here, and I actually want to complete the roof. And I'm going to try to get a couple of, I don't even know, like a couple of buildings down, or a couple of roof tiles down. I'm not really sure exactly what design I kind of want to go for yet. I haven't 100% decided that, but I guess we'll kind of just wing it, I guess. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure exactly how I want to design the roof, but I'm obviously going to do it with glass and with all that good stuff. So I kind of want to make this little V shape here into a glass section. So I'll kind of just mess around with it and see where we get to during the video. But anyways, I have a couple of topics to talk about today, and I saw it on the comment sections yesterday, and it's basically a really good topic. So I decided that I might as well go ahead and cover it somewhat and just kind of go from there. So a lot of you guys were wondering what exactly it is I do on basically on DynastyPvP. What am I doing there, and why am I head admin on there as well? So what is happening for Dynasty, and the reason why I was invited to Dynasty is because of the staff team there, and I'm basically the head of their staff team there, and I make all final decisions on hiring staff and hiring new people and all that good stuff. So if you've been hired on Dynasty, or if you're planning on getting hired to Dynasty, basically I have the final say on whoever gets to join and who doesn't. So Road Rage is the one helping me out with that server right now, and he's been a lot of help. He's been doing most of the work as of right now, and he's just basically helping me doing the stuff that I already have on the Archon, as well as the stuff that I'm doing on there. So he's on there as my stand-in, but for the most part I get the final decision on whoever it is that we are adding for the staff team there, and basically just coordinating everything in general. So I kind of play just almost the same role I do on the Archon as I do on Dynasty, but it's just a little bit different in a ways that I'm not 100% fully interacting with the community there. So why that is because obviously Archon will always be my server. Archon will always be the server that is my favorites, and I'm kind of just working there as of right now. I was invited to work there, and I'm gonna continue to work there until, because me, Kobe, and Braden are basically partners for that little server over there, and we're partners with the other owners that they have there, and I'm basically running most of the stuff in the background, like making sure the plugins are okay, making sure like the shops are okay, just doing all of the background work that really doesn't get noticed. So you guys will notice Road Rage on there a lot. He'll be probably the main admin, or not really admin, but he's going to be the main what's it called, moderator face on Dynasty, because he is going to be the one who basically reads a majority of the applications, and then I'm going to be on there now and then, obviously, to make sure everything, the server is running okay, there's no lag, plugin wise everything is running fine, and then if any of the owners want a specific change to be implemented, I have to figure out a way to do that, find the plugin that does that, and all that good stuff. So basically, I mean, I have the same job on Dynasty as I do on the Archon. It's just a little bit, it's just slightly different in separate ways, and it's different. It's the same in some ways, and then in others it's really the same. So I mean, I enjoy the time on both servers. Like, I am on Dynasty almost every day. I stop in there for a couple of minutes at least and talk to everybody, and you guys have probably seen me on there a lot as well. For you people on factions, Charlie and Bravo and Alpha, I normally stop by for a couple of minutes every day just to go ahead and say hi to you guys, just because I love every single one of you. So yeah, that's basically what my main job is on Dynasty, and yeah, I don't really do too much with actually updating anything per se, but if the owners have a specific request, or if they're asking, dude, this house is not turning out the way I want it to, I don't know why, I might change out my entire house layout, maybe. I don't really know. I haven't 100% decided yet. I'm not the best builder, but I will figure out exactly what I want to do with my house. I'm not really sure what kind of renovations I actually want anyway. So I mean, but yeah, that's basically what I wanted to talk about on Dynasty. I don't really have much to talk about on there, that like information on there that I can't really release, basically because some of that stuff is just I can't really share with you guys. But overall, all you guys really need to know is that I'm on Dynasty to help out with the server, almost like I'm on there to help out the Archon and all that good stuff, and I'm just kind of here to help out if you guys are having any trouble. I do all the support emails on Dynasty, so if you guys ever need help on Dynasty, like with rank problems, like you can't donate for something, if you send an email to that site, like I think it's DynastyPvP server.net or something, I don't remember the exact email address, but anyways, if you email the support site, I basically run the entire support team, and I'm basically running the entire support team for the Dynasty server. So if you guys are ever in need of help on that server, I'm the person to go to, and I'm the person who will be answering I'm almost 100% of your requests, actually. So it's really fun, really cool that I actually like administrative jobs like this, just because I think it plays out to my role, I guess my personality pretty well. And I think that Kobe and Braden will agree with me, and that's kind of why I was chosen to help them out with that server. So I do all the support work, all the support emails, all the donation problems, all the shop problems, anything of that sort is kind of what lies on my shoulders. Like everything else is kind of a share between me, Braden, and Kobe, and then everything else, like advertisement-wise, is obviously going to be the owners who own the server. So that's kind of what I do on Dynasty. Just a quick preview of what I really do there, and just things of that nature. And let's see how this is turning out. I'm not really sure exactly how I want this. This is just turning out really weird. And in the next episode, you guys might actually see a brand new house, depending on how much time I have this weekend to play OP Prison. I might actually rebuild a house and just like make a straight quartz house with like a big fountain in the middle. I haven't even decided yet. Like all that stuff, all this designing stuff is I'm not very good at, obviously, because I'm just bad at building itself. Like I just can't build for some reason. I don't know. It's just I see like visions inside my head of exactly what I want to build, but it doesn't really come true all the time. But yeah, another question. Let me go ahead and go back to that YouTube video. There was a couple of questions that I wanted to discuss, and let me go ahead and pull that up real quickly. Let me go ahead and do this. Pause that. You guys will hear a little bit of scream there, and let's see. Oh, okay, so another major problem this is basically in servers in general, and this is on every single server, and basically how servers just tend to be, just because of the way society is nowadays. And the question was how to basically deal with negative / disrespectful players. Now this is going to be I'm going to kind of go through a broad overview of it, and then I'll kind of go into like big details. I'll try to go into details about specific things about people who tend to do that kind of stuff with the server. But basically a lot of servers nowadays, I'm not talking about just the big servers, but any server that you go to nowadays will always have that type of person who kind of is just a negative attitude, negative impact on the server. So whether they're trolling, they spam, they do caps, they're disrespectful, they have negative remarks, there's always going to be that type of person on a server. Now that's not really a something that you can avoid. It's just the way society is kind of nowadays, because I mean a lot of people are kind of growing up to become not really become a pain in the butt, but just basically how they're being portrayed or how they've been raised is that whenever they get into an online video game, they feel like they have full reign and control over whatever it is that they do, and then they decide that it's okay for them to be swearing, okay for them to be insulting people, when honestly guys, if you guys are like bullying people online, it's one of the worst things you can do, because I mean, if there are some people out here who find the internet as like sort of like a sanctum, sort of a just a retreat from normal everyday life. And honestly, if you guys are going to be doing that sort of stuff, like internet bullying and all of that stuff, it's honestly the worst thing you could possibly do with you know, just with people, like towards people. It's just one of those things that I really frown against. Now what I'm talking about is if you're just randomly bullying people for no apparent reason, like you're doing it just to do it, just because, you know, you think you're better than somebody, it's the worst thing you guys can do. I honestly suggest that you guys, if you guys are a person who bullies or if you've been a subject of somebody who's been bullied. I know that it's kind of something that is always prevalent in a community. It's really hard to avoid, but it's kind of just what happens in the internet. That's just that's what I've seen. It's just what I've observed over the past couple of months on YouTube and just society in general nowadays. And yeah, that's kind of some things that I really frown upon is internet bullying. And honestly, guys, if you have these types of people on your server, like negative people who don't really contribute too much, there's a couple of ways to really handle them. And the best thing to do is, if you have an administrative position like I do, the best thing you could do to kind of hamper these annoyances, I guess you could say, is to basically just straight up ignore them, or just not really pay attention to the rude remarks that they are making. Now, what I mean by that is, hold on, I'm going to go to the different warps actually, guys, because I need to figure out where I can get some sand. But anyways, what I was saying, there's always going to be people who have negative remarks, who do stuff negatively and talk about other people negatively, and it's just one of those things that you can't really avoid. So what is there that we can do in order to actually prevent that, or in order to kind of hamper them from doing so? And the best thing you guys can do, honestly, is to just straight up ignore them. Don't even pay attention to what it is that they're doing. And am I dropping? What is this? It's red sand. And just basically ignore them or /mute them. Now, the reason why you're only going to be doing that and nothing else is because you honestly don't need to do it. Because if you are going to react to that person, if you're going to be like, hey, stop spamming, hey, don't do this, don't do that, they're going to just continue to do it. Because a person of that type of upbringing, or a person of that type of, like, just that personality type, it's really hard for them to just automatically stop and change that. And it's better if you just muted the person, or just straight up temp ban them for whatever given time period your server does it for. Because honestly, if they're going to continue to be a nuisance and they're going to cause problems in the community, it's really hard for you to not take action against them without people judging you, or without people actually thinking exactly, just it's really hard. It's like a hit and a miss sort of thing when you're doing something of that sort, making sure people don't spam, making sure people aren't getting harassed, just things of that nature. It's really hard to kind of take action against them, but it's something that you really have to do. Because if one person is really annoyed at somebody, and they're constantly abusing them, they're abusing them with words and with mean sayings and just things of that nature, honestly, guys, you need to stick up for the people on your server and not, either mute the person, or like ask a mod to mute them, or do something like report them, or anything of that sort. Because internet abuse and things of that nature is just not not good. It's not something that is very easily looked over, and it's very frowned upon in any type of community. No matter what type of community you're in, it's going to be very frowned upon. And it's just, you guys just really need to be able to stick up for all of your friends and all of the people that are on your server. So just do the right things, guys. There's no need to do something that you're not really comfortable with, but don't let somebody internet bully you. And if that is happening, someone's being abusive to you on a server, you have the right to basically tell them off, or just /ignore them is probably your best bet, honestly speaking. So just keep that in mind, guys. I mean, there's a lot that I can really talk about when it comes to internet bullying, but it's not something that I can really cover over in one small video. So hopefully you guys kind of figure that out, or kind of go from there, and kind of just the overall general scheme of what I'm talking about, and try to understand that at the least. And if you guys do understand that, I know a lot of you guys can understand exactly what it is I'm talking about. You guys just really need to stop all that nonsense, stop all that bullying and all that good stuff and all that bad stuff, excuse me. And don't do it, guys. Just really just be the better person when it comes to it. Either ignore them, or do something that reports them, that kind of gets them in trouble. And it really is the only thing that you can do to hamper that type of person. And it's really not it's hard to talk about you know, how to treat a negative person, because it really depends on the situation, what they're saying. But honestly guys, if a person is gonna start like harassing somebody, like calling them names, or doing really rude vulgar remarks, like calling them a faggot or something in a game, I mean, there's moments where you can tell that it's friendly, and there's moments where you obviously know that it's like someone is getting abused. So use your better judgments, use your own judgment to kind of figure out exactly what it is that they are doing to the other person. Did I just randomly drop an axe? What the heck? Is that an admin that just dropped me that? What the heck? But anyways, as I was saying, just don't be afraid to stick up for somebody, guys. That's one of the main things that I want to get across to you. Don't be afraid to be the one person that tells someone, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be abusing that person. You shouldn't be talking bad about that person, because honestly guys, you might be saving somebody's life, you might be helping somebody get through another day. And honestly, if there's just that one person that sticks up for them, their day is just like 20 times better. And I guarantee you guys this, if you are being disrespected by somebody, just the best thing you can do, just /mute them, /ignore them, is one of the main things you guys can do to stop all this nonsense, and basically just stop everything that's happening when it comes to just things of that nature, either whether it be bullying, whether it be harassing a server, or just being a plain nuisance to the people around you. Just keep that in mind, guys. And I hope I actually like maybe spurred some of you guys to think about some of the stuff that you're doing on the servers, because honestly, you guys, the people who troll the server and the people who are just a constant annoyance to the server, it really does negatively impact the community that's on a specific server, because it's hard for admins to control everything that goes on. But we try our hardest to kind of at least you know, at least to the best of our ability, lower the amounts of harassment towards other players. And it's one of those things that we really can't 100% fully control, but honestly guys, it's all up to you guys as the players to try to control that as well. And we also need your help with that. So if you guys are going to be bullying people, or if you guys see somebody getting bullied, take the initiative, guys. Be the one person that stands up to those people. And honestly, it's the best feeling in the world to be able to help somebody and actually help them out through a day, even just things of that nature. Just help them out through a day. Somebody, as long as they get the sense that somebody has even taken the time to just defend them in one small stance, it'll just make their day. I guarantee you guys that. And it's one of the only things I really need to talk about. If you guys want me to talk more about bullying and bullying in general and internet bullying and all that sorts, leave a comment in the comment sections below, guys, because it's really it's one of those subjects that I'm kind of passionate about, because as a child, I was kind of the person who was bullying people, or I was getting bullied depending on whatever place I was living in. So I kind of have strong feelings about specific places and specific attitudes. So if you guys want to hear more about that, make sure you guys hit that like button and leave a comment in the comment sections below. And if you guys do have more topic suggestions, go ahead and leave it in the comments below, guys. I will obviously read every single one of those comments and get more ideas from you guys, because you guys are my audience, and I hope that I am keeping you guys entertained, and maybe, you know, just inform you guys of general topics and general stuff that happens in everyday life, and hopefully help you guys make the right decisions. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here. Probably gonna end up finishing my little weird roof dome here, just because it looks really weird. But thank you guys for watching today's video. Hopefully I did enlighten you guys on some things. I did have a kind of serious topic on the end right there, and I really could expand on that a lot more. Just let me know if you guys want to hear me talk more about that. But yeah, this is DField. Thank you guys for watching today's OP Prison server / episode. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys later.